Welcome back to 100 Days of Startup, where I, Rod Danan, am building Prentus, where we connect startups to skill tech interns that they can hire. And we're getting really close to launching a bootcamp home base for you, for any bootcamp grads. Got some partnerships coming up, which we'll talk about in a second. So things are really exciting over here, and got 8 days left after today. So closing up this challenge. Anyways, though, starting today, I went and decided in the morning I would start building the new landing page for bootcamp grads. So as you know, we're, there's going to be more and more stuff around bootcamp grads, and we really want to push that. And also, it's also a way to show potential partners everything that we kind of offer. So think about it as our pitch deck on a link. And bootcamp grads, they're going to be more than 50% of our user base. So it's important to have that landing page, even if we're going to target businesses with our main one. So on this page, we're basically going to show, hey, we have internships, we have community, everything that we have coming soon, which will be group projects and mentorship, and we'll see what else comes. And just show them everything we got. And then that'll link to the individual pages, like the interns page, the community page, and then whatever else comes up. And writing a landing page, always my first step is trying to think about what information do I want them to know and what actions do I want them to take. And that's how I kind of inform how I'm going to lay everything out and write everything. So in this case, this is just a page to highlight everything that we have. It's not as much like, hey, do this and here's all the details. So in this case, it's just the header where with the initial headline, I always write 25 versions. And when the 25 versions ended up choosing one, and then 5 minutes later changing it to bootcamp grads your home. But who knows, I might change it again. That's just how it is with copywriting, and I haven't clicked the publish button yet, so until then a lot can change. And next was adding some bootcamp logos. So I want people to recognize, hey, these bootcamps have grads that are using our services, are in a community. Maybe these people are from one of those bootcamps, or they just realize, hey, I'm from a bootcamp like these. So they identify with the site and they're more likely to join. So that's great. And then from there, it's just kind of feature blocks. So we have one for the internships. Again, we have one for the community, and through some testimonials under each of those as well. So looking good, and looking forward to building it out tomorrow. So because I didn't get to finish today. In the afternoon, I had a hour-long call with my lawyer, which I think legal stuff is the worst thing that you have to deal with as a founder. And that's saying a lot, considering a lot of shit that we go through. But it's for the contract for our bootcamp partnership, and I have to go through each line, all the different changes. So hopefully they'll have the final version soon. If not tomorrow, then early next week. That way I can send it, get it signed before the holiday, and go into December having that partnership already in place. Previously, I also reserved an hour block from afternoon to go through emails because I had a bunch built up, and it was from different services that I had looked into, newsletters people had to actually answer. And I know it took some time. It took actually an hour and a half in the end, but it's important. I had to clean it up to clean up my mind because I knew stuff was waiting for me in there. Then I went back to working on the bootcamp grad landing page, and one downside of not having a fully written out plan like I had for the original the homepage, is that it kind of flip-flop back and forth. Like, hey, maybe this layout, maybe that one, and you can keep going back and forth. But we'll see. In the mornings, I'm more creative. Hopefully, I'll come into the day and have some good stuff to throw up. During my dinner break, I actually hopped on Twitter, which I just re-downloaded the app today, and saw some news around one of the big boot camps called Lambda School. And on someone's tweet about it, that I follow, I just mentioned Prentus, and I got a reply tweet from their CEO. And he just asked, should we partner? Just straight up like that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you're down, I'm down. So we'll see what comes out of that. But yeah, if we get 2 partnerships before the new year, that would be awesome. Then ended the day with a weekly team meeting. I was disappointed because only 4 people came, so we're missing most of the members. And while some let me know prior, a lot of people didn't, which is not the best. Another thing that came up was a concern about a feature that we've had as part of it and have talked about for more than 2 months. And today was the first time we heard that there was any sort of issue. So that was concerning also, which highlighted another issue with communication and people knowing what they have to do. So I have to figure that out. Honestly, there's a lot of things I do have to figure out. Partnerships, this project, landing pages, and marketing plans, and hiring and onboarding. So it's hard to do everything right, but it's important if I actually want to get this platform built. So I'll brainstorm through some of that stuff tomorrow or maybe on Sunday, and we'll see how I can get things looking better. But that's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, and hope everyone has a great Friday tomorrow.